role, Pasha, do you see with not just the COVID-19 vaccine, but vaccines in general as we move the Texas economy forward? Do you think that getting folks vaccinated in Texas can actually help improve the economy?
I don't see how it's possible to revive the Texas economy without widespread vaccination, period. And this applies for COVID critically now, of course. It's existential for COVID vaccines. But even with respect to the flu vaccine, for example, I get it every year. I push my staff to get it every year. I know a lot of people like to say that they never get a flu vaccine and they never get sick, or that they got a flu vaccine and they didn't feel great. But the point is that vaccines work. And even in the cases where they might not be 100% effective, they still serve a great purpose by reducing overall transmission. And if you want to revive an economy, people can't be sick. They have to be able to go to work. And so if you want people to return to work, if you want businesses to start back up, if you want guests to feel comfortable coming back to them, people have to feel safe that they won't get sick, and the employees have to be safe from getting sick. They have to be vaccinated. It's the only way the economy can restart fully.
So, Pasha, what are you seeing out in the community and amongst your business colleagues regarding COVID-19 vaccine? And are folks excited to get vaccinated, or are you seeing some hesitancy?
I would say I see a split. I mean, like a lot of things in this country, there's a lot of division. I'm a scientist by training. I'm also a bartender, and I believe very firmly in vaccines. But I have one of my staff members who doesn't want to get vaccinated. He's the only one. Everybody else does. He's just a little bit nervous about it because it seems like it was I don't want to say rushed, but it came out very quickly. And I understand personally how far medical research has come, and I understand that it's possible nowadays to crank out vaccines, especially with the computing power that we have and our understanding of molecular biology to produce these faster. But some people are nervous. I have a lot of my regulars work in the medical industry, and one of my very close friends from high school works at Texas Children's Hospital. She just got her vaccine. Another one of my regulars is a nurse. She just got her vaccine. They're both really excited. I cannot wait to get mine. Most of my staff is really excited about getting the vaccine. And I think one thing that's important to know for people is that no matter what we say today, some of the people watching this and lots of people out there who don't watch this are not going to get the vaccine. They refuse for whatever reason. They don't believe in science. They don't trust it. Those are two different issues, fine. But you have to understand there are a lot of people not going to get the vaccine. And so for every one of those people, we need at least two more to get the vaccine. Because the only way to prevent this or to end this pandemic is to make sure as many people are immune as possible, whether it's from their own natural infection or ideally from the vaccine. We need that to happen. So fine, if you don't want to get a vaccine, if you don't want to believe in science, then whatever, you do you. I think it's irresponsible, and I think the science is settled. But if you're on the fence, you need to get it. It's very possible that if a bartender gets COVID or a restaurant server gets COVID and they're out, if they get a severe case and they're out for several weeks or a month, they're probably going to lose their job. And so if somebody refuses to get a vaccine and they insist on going out to restaurants and they get somebody sick, they could cost them their job. They could cost them their home. I mean, I don't understand why people are willing to do that, to put people at risk for their entire livelihood, for refusal to get something like that we know works. We know vaccines are safe. I don't think that people understand how thin the ice is upon which hospitality workers skate on a regular basis to exist. All the doctors I know, every single one, is getting the vaccine. They know it, they believe it, they see it, because they want to get back to normal, and they understand that vaccination is the only way to get back to normal.
Well, thank you so much, Pasha, for what you've shared that's going on with the Texas economy and with local businesses, and particularly in the hospitality industry. As you said, it's really devastated as you have your bar, and the entire hospitality industry in Texas has been devastated by the pandemic. And so I think your insights have been really powerful as to why it's so important that we have a COVID-19 vaccine that's available to all Texans, and that we really work with our policymakers in the Texas legislature to prioritize access to that vaccine, to make sure that it is free and available to folks, that we can really get Texas back to work and out of this pandemic for the COVID-19. And so thank you so much. And I invite our listeners today to subscribe to our channel or to follow us on social media or our website at immunizeusa.org.